Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how to explore volume by building with and counting unit cubes. Welcome to Module 5. Before we start with volume, let's review area. We need to remember that the formula for area is length times width. So area equals length times width. So if we're going to find the area of this first rectangle, we're going to do the area equals length times width, which is 2 times 4. So the area equals 8, and because it's inches, it's going to be inches squared. And this is pretty simple to remember because we multiplied two numbers, the length times the width, to get the inches squared. Now let's multiply to find the area of our second rectangle. Again, same formula, length times width. The area equals 2 times 7. So the area is 14, and because it's centimeters, it's going to be centimeters squared. Thank you for reviewing area with me. Now let's investigate volume. Hi boys and girls. Right now I'm going to teach you a few things about volume. So right here I have grid paper. We're first going to make an area of 4, which is a 2 by 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, just like we reviewed in area. We're going to make an area that is 4 centimeters cubed. So this is the area. Now, volume's a little different than area because volume takes up space. So this right here is a unit cube. It is a 1 by 1 by 1 unit cube. So it's 1 cubic unit. So if I put 4 of these on my graph paper here, what do you think my volume is? I have 4 cubes, or 4 cubic units. That means my volume is 4 cubic units. Now we're going to think about the 4 of these as the ground floor of a building. Let's make a second floor by putting 4 other cubes on top of those. So now, how many cubes do I have? That's right, I have 8 cubes, which makes it 8 cubic units. Did I change this ground floor here? No, it's still 4 cubic units. And I added another layer of 4 cubic units, so I have 8 cubic units. Like we just talked about, 1 unit cube is a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cube. So as you can see here, you see the cube is 1 by 1 by 1. We call this a cubic centimeter because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, and it's cubic centimeters written like this. That tells us that it's a 3-dimensional figure. So if you're doing this in school and you have some cubic centimeters, I'd like you to build 3 different solids with a volume of 4 cubic centimeters. I'm going to build some for you now. So I'm going to have 4 cubic centimeters. My figure could look like this, a 1 by 4. It could look like this, a little irregular, 3 on the bottom, 1 on the top. It could be 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, or this could lay down and be a 2 by 2 by 1, just like the one we just did, or they could be stacked up just like this. So there are many different ways that you can make a figure with 4 cubic units, and pretty much the possibilities are endless. So when you have an opportunity to get some cubic units, make sure you play around and try to make as many 4 cubic centimeter figures as you can. Now I'm going to show you how to draw cubes. You're going to connect 4 dots to make a rhombus. This will represent 1 square face of the cube viewed at an angle. Then you're going to draw 3 straight segments to the right from the 2 vertices on the top and the 1 on the bottom right. Draw 2 segments to represent the missing edges. Let me show you what I mean. Make sure you have your lesson 1 template 2 or your isometric dot paper. So just like I said in step 1, we are going to make a rhombus. Okay, we're going to connect 4 dots to make a rhombus. There's my rhombus. Now we're going to connect from each vertice, which is where 2 angles meet, and we're going to bring those back, those 3 vertices back. And then all we have to do is connect those that are not connected, and there we have a 3-dimensional cube. Now I'm going to show you how to draw 2 cubes. You're going to connect 4 dots to make a rhombus, just like you did when you're drawing one. To add another, you're going to add another rhombus, which is going to be your second cube, but it's going to share its right edge. Then you're going to draw 4 straight segments to the right from the vertices, and then you're going to draw 3 segments to represent the missing edges. So let me show you this again. So in order to draw 2 cubes, I'm going to draw a rhombus, just like I did when I made the 1 cube. And I'm going to draw another rhombus to the right of that. Now I've got to connect to the right the 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got to make line segments to connect the places that are not connected. And that is how you make 2 cubes. Now what I'd like you to do is, if you're in school, I'd like you to do this with a partner. You're going to build a structure with no more than 10 cubes each. Then you're going to draw your partner structure and help each other figure out if it matches what you built. So you're going to build with the cubes, then you're going to draw on here. Now if you're not in school and you don't have cubes, I'd like you to try to draw a figure that has no more than 10 cubes. So it might be a 3 cube or a 4 cube. You're going to use your isometric dot paper to draw a structure that has no more than 10 cubes. Thanks for watching.